Perfect gap. 4 runs to Bangladesh.
Beautiful piece of timing. Outfield not as quick as Malahide, but watches it all the way onto the bat. The field. And a great opportunity to get a psychological advantage over New Zealand, because they've got them in the Champions Trophy on June 9th.
Oh yes, Benny boy!
Well supported, the Bangladesh team. They travel well, the supporters.
Where's the H?
Oh yes, Benny! Wow, Benny!
Tamim looking very assured here. Watchful. Everything on under the eyes.
Slight concern there by Ian Gould. Bowler running onto the pitch.
I'd appreciate it if you get him off there too.
He's got to be careful, Hamish Bennett. He doesn't want to get warnings.
And again.
Brilliant lads, run 'em boys!
Bangladesh all looks very calm and assured out here at the moment.
Well, especially after the captain of New Zealand won the toss and bowled. He'll be looking at it.
That is a fantastic shot. Advancing temporarily, Rance bowling that full length. First ball of the over. If you're going to look to attacking it, that's an ideal time to do it. A beautiful shot down the ground. 4 runs from the moment and left the bat.
Somya taking the attack to the New Zealand bowlers. Magnificent footwork and a lovely flowing drive.
Another excellent shot. Making its way to the boundary, most probably will be stopped, and it's an easy 3 runs for Bangladesh.
Charging, didn't get all of it, crossed it a little bit, but he's still going to get the boundary. It's a short boundary down there.
Yes, and that's what we're used to seeing, I suppose, from Tamim Iqbal. Down the wicket, he just swings the bat through the line of the ball. Didn't get a full, clean contact on it, but got enough to get it over the ropes.
Gave it the real Humpty, didn't he? That hit quite high on the bat. Yeah, Jimmy Neesham was interested. Oh, he's got a back of the bat. Rance is in position.
And I suppose exactly like that, leading edges, especially because you're looking for LBs and bowls more often than not.
Oh, there, that's well above the top of the stumps, because he's dragged that one down. Batsman Shabir, he's away quickly.
No! A
Bit of a dasher as well, Shabir Rahman.
So banged in nice and short there from Newzeland, and Tammin is going to be very disappointed with that. As you can see, as soon as he hit it, he realised it was straight down the throat of the fielder out there, and really disappointing way to go after such a promising start.
Short again, this one whipped away, and Ish Sodhi down at fine leg does the job. Still, they're able to get back. He's handled the short ball in different ways, but now he's actually sort of just rolling with it a bit more, gaining a bit of confidence. He had struggled in the first couple of overs. Had a bit of discomfort. It's gone in the air. Looks like, is it going to beat Lonke? Can't get there. Despairing dive. Well, eventful over from Newzeland. His fourth, and there's the 50. Sumaya just running it down. It's been a tidy innings. Played some lovely drives, tucks on the leg side, cuts. And at 16 overs, 78 for one.
Some drives and late cuts.
Go on, Mitchie.
Got Alan Lewis with me.
Oh,
Alan, a much needed wicket there by New Zealand.
Yeah, very much. Bangladesh were asserting their authority there, and Tamim would be very disappointed with the outcome. A wide ball, he went uppish and caught by Munro on the boundary.
Yeah, you'd expect someone like Tamim Iqbal, veteran of 170-odd one-day internationals, to have done better than cut a long hop down to deep point's throat. Well, that's a magnificent delivery. Goes on straight on with the arm. Santner continuing from where he left off in Malahide.
Real intelligent piece of bowling by Santner there, skidding it through. You know, that undercutting delivery that slides through low. And really,
Soumya gone for one. Bangladesh of Ish Sodhi. Citibank awarded the DHL Daily Star Business Award, Best Financial Institution of the Year 2016.
Waiting.
There's Soumya. Timed the ball quite nicely right throughout his innings. Full of shots, good footwork, power.
Spin.
Well played, young man. Magnificent use of his feet. One bounce into the fence. In fact, it's carried all the way for a six.
a stubborn player by choice, but he just has this ability to move into an extra groove, giving himself room, getting leg side of the ball, and a beautiful shot over mid-off for six. It's particularly short, that end, and very inviting.
Yes, and that's exactly what I meant when I did my pitch report, talking about how these bowling units are going to adapt to the short boundary. What lengths are they going to bowl?
Wait!
In the air, missed chance, I reckon. Bangs it away for 4 runs. Bangladesh 96 for 2 at the end of 20 overs.
Tommy.
Why don't you ask you, Alan? current group of players that are playing for Ireland at the moment. Your O'Briens, Ed Joyce. I know he's been out of the team because of injury. Do you think that test status might have come a little bit too late?
Well,
nicely swung away into the leg side. Touch and go. Good bit of work there by Worker. I think the umpire would definitely want to have a look at this diving stop.
If it goes the right way, it's a fantastic piece of work by Worker here. Ooh, could be struggling, could be struggling.
I'd imagine the umpire will rock and roll. Have a look. Have a look at this. I've got a feeling it could well be awarded 4 runs. Third umpire having a good look.
Going back to what you were saying, Owais, about the older players, I think if you look at it coldly and you talk about the Misbahs and the Yunus Khans, age can often be a number. And I think, yes, in real terms for Ed Joyce and some of the older players that have been on the road with Ireland for 10 years, the feeling may be that it is, but to a certain extent, the other side of it is it can be renewed enthusiasm, and that's something Niall O'Brien talked about after his 100 last Sunday. You know, he began to doubt himself. He began to kind of think, is this part and parcel of the end? He played so beautifully, and, you know, again, if the carrot, there can be no greater carrot to potentially continuing and moving into a different sphere of Ireland's development.
The umpires still having a good look at this. It's not very clear.
It's good, Ace.
Well, it's been awarded 4 runs. So Bangladesh will be happy with that. Off they go, the fans. That's 100 up for Bangladesh.
It's good, Ace. Like it, Ace.
Nice bit of footwork there by Mushfiqur. No, and I appreciate what you're saying about age just being a number. But surely you've got younger guys coming through, your Pointers, McCarthy. Those guys have got to be playing regularly in the team.
I think one of the...
Both of them. Swept away into the leg side. And what that does is buys you time. You would have heard the expression in sport, not just in cricket, that guy's got a lot of time on his hands. Mushfiqur there watching the ball, watching the revs. He's got a lot of time on his hands, and that's all it gives you. When you've got time in any sport, you can be very dangerous.
Catch, Tommy!
Slight top edge. Then we're going to have, he's gone. Sumia's gone. It's Saudi. He's got him. Played that cross-batted sweep shot. Gets the top edge.
Looks like a very, very soft dismissal there. Sumaya really, Bangladesh would have been relying on him to bat through the innings here.
So Sumia goes for 61, Bangladesh 117 for 3.
Long time sponsor in all of our prime domestic tournaments. It's our pride, it's our proud to be with cricket. That's all.
Have you played yourself?
Yeah, I also play cricket, and I'm the captain of Walton corporate cricket team, and we're the defending champion.
How well is your company known in Bangladesh?
It's the largest company in South Asian region, and we are the largest manufacturer of one of the largest manufacturers in the South Asian region, and our product is like refrigerator, television, air conditioner, home, kitchen, and electrical appliances. And we have also laptop, mobile set, and tab in our product line.
How would you like to say something in Bangla to some of the cricket fans there?
Yes, of course. বাংলাদেশের সমস্ত দর্শকদের ওয়ালটনের পক্ষ থেকে শুভেচ্ছা জানাচ্ছি। আপনারা সবাই ওয়ালটনের সঙ্গে থাকুন, ক্রিকেটের সঙ্গে থাকুন এবং দেশের সঙ্গে থাকুন।
Thank you very much, Uday. And, well, I mean, Oais, you'll be able to translate for me.
Two very, very experienced batsmen here for Bangladesh. Played a lot of cricket together. Two key figures. A lot rests on these two guys' shoulders.
I'm always impressed with how calm Rahim is at the crease. Effortless movement forward or back, sweeps the ball well, understands spin. 29 or 40 balls, and you just wonder where he's got them, but he has, and this is such an important period indeed.
Bit of extra bounce there generated by Hamish Bennett. Really runs in and hits the deck.
So back live now. Oh, yes, in the boundary.
A brilliant shot here from Saqib Al Hassan. He just lets the ball come across him, plays it really late and just beats point on his left hand, which makes it very difficult for the fielder on the boundary. A real classy shot, as you can watch here. He just waits for it to come, hits it to the left of point, and the man out in the deep had no chance.
Nearly a chance. Did he get a little one on it?
Nice money, stuff money.
Wonder if he...
You can see how he's just quick to try and latch onto anything here and not let Sodhi just bowl that tight line to him over and over again.
Taylor does well there to his left. Is that a catch? Yes, it is. And Shakib, in a rather tame dismissal, has hit one to mid-off, and Nisham, going forward, has taken a two-handed catch.
Yes, and you could just sense that something was going to happen there. Saqib just not comfortable out there, playing a different shot to every ball, it seems. Again, just a lack of patience as he tries to hit out over the offside, open up and hit it over long or mid-off, but didn't get a good contact on it. Sodhi takes the wicket, and Saqib's going to have to go with. Big shout. Oh, that must be just going down. Initial thoughts, that looked very close.
It's above Sri Lanka, of course. There we are. Pulled away, and that's too far away from the sweeper.
And that brings up 50 for Rahim. Batted beautifully out here today, and such an important innings for his team, which clearly Mahmudullah is appreciating, coming down the usual glove slap. But he's played beautifully here today and looks in that type of determined mood, Oais.
Yes, a very feisty character, Mushfiqur Rahim. 24th one-day international, 50. I feel Mushfiqur is the one for me who needs to really try and bat the full 50 overs. If he's there till the end of the innings, I can definitely see Bangladesh get near 290, even trying to get 300.
I agree with you totally, Oase. I think his innings in terms of being there at the end is crucial. And again, perfect piece of placement from Mamadullah Sodi. Last ball of the over will be upset. Dropped it short. It's 4 and it's over, and Bangladesh advance to 181 for 4 off 37.
Finished his spell.
Wait.
50 overs. Bangladesh could have got a ridiculously big score.
Again, a cracking shot, another boundary. It's the last ball of the over. How often? And you can see innings. Get yourself in.
Yes, also the batsmen have to. Oh, hits it over extra cover. I'd imagine the
play. New Zealand haven't been their sharpest in the park either.
No, they've been poor. They've had some good stops, but a bit lethargic. Here's 5 runs coming up. Overthrow from Ross Taylor. Nobody backing it up.
Going for 7s at the moment. He's had a little bit of bad luck, but he's just got an important job to do here. See how many overs he gets. 4's probably too many at the end. Very full. They're just going to have a little look.
Move in there, Tommy. Stop, Tommy.
Just to see where Mossadegh got back or not. I think it rebounded off Rance. Tom Latham. Oh, yeah. Well, he's well back, isn't he?
Alan Neil just taking no chances with that one. He's got himself into a good position, but I suppose while the technology's there, he might as well make use of it. And a comfortable decision for the third umpire.
Cut away. That's the boundary. Rance getting too short, too wide.
Rance here, too short, too wide. And a short batsman, they love it there. They just love it short and wide, and just latches onto it, thumps it to the boundary for 4.
Man at 45, that's better. BBS cables, #1 cables in Bangladesh, and I've got an electrician beside me to use them.
I haven't come across them just yet. I'm not sure if they're up to British standard, which is what we use here.
Haven't got much work in Bangladesh yet.
No, not quite.
No.
The standards are a bit different over there than they are here, but the cable's still the same, still made of copper.
There we go. So there we are. There are the projecteds for you. Well, that'll be a wide, I would say. Yes, it is. Going hard. Can he get there? No, it's just over the head of extra cover. He's found a gap.
Yeah, and exactly like what we've been talking about here. The batsmen know exactly where the ball's going to be, or at least they should know where the ball is going to be. It has to be a heavy length with that field. So really clever batting there, use of the feet, giving himself a bit of room and smashing it over the covers.
Power play, over 5 runs and over. Well bowled Rance. Can they get 2? Taylor's accurate.
I don't think they can afford to take the risk of it, but again, you don't want to just get too predictable by bowling the same ball over and over, and that's where the problem's going to be here for the Kiwis and for Bennett in particular.
Long off and long on, back on the boundary. Is it going to be Fuller, this one? Yeah, but it's going to be wide as well.
And it will be seen as the build-up to a bigger thing, so maybe time to get these out of the system now rather than in 2 weeks' time.
I think I'd agree with that. Here's the short one again. It's high. Now, in a chance or not, having to run back. It's a difficult one. Oh, well taken. Very well taken indeed. That's Rance, who's fielding up in the side the 30-metre circle. That short, fine leg, having to run away with his back to the crease and the stroke. Not easy at all. Gets a top edge. That's Mamadullah. And Rance running away. Judges it very nicely indeed. Always difficult. Has to make a late-minute adjustment there. So Rance, a good catch in the bowling of Bennett. He's delighted. Mamadullah 51 as he walks off now from 56 balls. Good strike rate.
Shot out of the equation, because let him try and hit it over the top for 6 maybe.
Slow and goes full. Doesn't get hold of that. That's a good length. Well, it helps in bowling to Mahady, doesn't it? Well, can Longoff get around or not? No, he can't. Finishes with a boundary. Missed the target. He's gone for just over 3s. 9 overs for 28. He's picked up a wicket. And he's got a wicket as well. First ball. It's Rance again. Takes this time an easy catch.
Some good bowling there from the New Zealanders. Slow into the pitch, saw the batsman, followed him, tried to make the room for himself to just lob it up over 45's head on the leg side there. Didn't really get enough on it, didn't commit to it, I don't think, fully. And a very happy Bennett there to take the wicket.
Slower ball, they'll run a by. It's a wide. So a wicket from the first ball. They get 2 for the second delivery, and it is a wide. This was the first ball of the last over. Mossadegh just picking out Rance straight to him, really. So Bennett gets his second wicket in the innings. Done a good job, really, for his side, bowling 3 or 4 overs in the last 10. He's got a top edge. He's going to be out. Is it Rance going to get 3? Yes, he does.
And a hat-trick of catches for Rance. Made that one look very easy. Even though he's looking up to the skies now as if the sun might have been in his eyes. You'd be very unlucky in Ireland for the sun to be in your eyes for a catch. But as you can see, just dropped it short. Fairly predictable what was going to happen. The batsman was on to it quick, but straight up in the air. Great catch from Rance. And the young man, Mahady, has to go for 6 off just 6 balls.
Well, is that... no. Not a wide. Got away with that one, maybe.
Oh, I think that's good bowling, I think. Yeah, he's followed him. He saw him, he stayed leg side of it, and Bennett's just followed him, put it right onto his shoulder, and evasive action needed, and a perfect ball for New Zealand. Dot ball at this stage of the game.
And they're gold, aren't they? So far he's got wicket, wide, wicket, dot ball. And another dot ball. Oh, are they going to get a bye? No. Indecision. Bennett gets another dot ball.
Really is a horrible position to come out and bat in now for a tail ender. You know that the big fast bowler from the opposition side is not going to be giving you too much in your half, and he's taking the pace off it. Instinctively, you just go back to try and club it, but then once the pace comes off, it's just so hard to get your timing.
So 4 dot balls in this last over. And in comes Bennett again. 2 balls remaining. Mashrafi has got a bottom edge on that. He's coming back for 2. Now that might be out. No. They're going to have a look, are they?
My initial opinion is he's going to be short. And yes, he didn't even have his bat grounded. So potentially could have got the dive out and could have got the bat grounded, but some good work from Ronke. And he's left short and high.
So Mashrafi, the captain, has to go. They'll be given 1 run. 1 completed run. Run out because he didn't ground his bat. So poor running, really. And it hasn't been a good last over for Bangladesh.
No, and you don't want, I suppose, your big fast bowler diving in at this stage of the game and injuring himself either. So probably wise of him not to pull the dive out, but you would be asking questions about his bat not being grounded.
Last ball. 1 a run out and 1 a bye. So they'll finish 257 for 9 from 50 overs, Bangladesh, after being asked earlier today by Tom Latham to have a bat first.